Glenridding on the southern shores of Ullswater is a popular destination for visitors of all kinds, but especially for fell walkers who come to scale challenging peaks such as Helvellyn, England's third highest at 950 metres. There is plenty of accommodation for walkers, including 2 youth hostels and some good campsites. Gilside is another campsite and caravan park that has sprung up from a traditional lakeland farm business. Run by the Lightfoot family for more than 40 years, it benefits from being next to the track that leads to the summit of Helvellyn and Striding Edge. With a handy supply of fresh milk and eggs at the farmhouse and just a short walk into Glenridding, Gilside has the best of both worlds. The large car park in the centre of the village is home to the Ullswater Information Centre, and where you can see evidence of Glenridding's lead mining past. Here you can buy maps of the area and be given the level of detailed local advice that you just won't find anywhere else. Glenridding is a great place to relax with seating and picnic areas in the heart of the village and by the lakeside, and has all the facilities you need for your stay, such as a filling station that provides cashback and a general store with a cash machine. There are shops, cafes and restaurants and large hotels. The Glenridding Hotel sits in the heart of Glenridding village and combines great views of the fells with facilities expected from the modern traveller such as Sky Television. We spoke to the General Manager, Elizabeth Alley.
We are one of the largest hotels in Ullswater with 36 bedrooms. We have family rooms, family suites, standard double, standard twins, superior rooms. We have a coffee shop, 2 restaurants, a bar. We've got the Campbell Library, which Donald Campbell celebrated his record on Ullswater Lake in that library. We have our pool, children's pool, sauna, and it's got a jet bubble seat inside the pool, so it's a great place to come and relax after walking on the fells. We have all types of guests. We have families, middle-aged with free leisure time in midweek. We have corporate guests that come for team building and conferences. We have the younger people that, they want to get away from the hustle and bustle of city life. Especially on days like today where, the weather's good, they'll be out early in the morning and they'll go walking or they'll go visit surrounding areas, and then they'll come back at 5, 6 o'clock, hit the pool for an hour and then get ready and go down to the bar or the restaurant. We are a family-run hotel and we do pride ourselves on that. Even with the staff, we are one big family, and that shines through, and we just make all our guests feel relaxed and at home, so when they come here, they do feel that.
No visit to Ullswater is complete without a trip on Ullswater steamers. Though technically diesel-powered, the attraction won a Sustainable Tourism Award in 2011, with its fleet of 5 boats operating throughout the year between Glenridding and Pooley Bridge, stopping also on the east side of the lake at Howtown, from where you can walk along the lakeshore to Patterdale, Glenridding or Pooley Bridge. Wheelchair access can be limited on certain services, so it's best to call ahead, where their award-winning customer service team will be more than happy to help. Tickets and refreshments can be bought at the Glenridding Pier as well as on the boats. Plus, Ullswater Steamers also has a full programme of evening cruises and special events throughout the year. For more details, visit their website. For those alighting at Glenridding, most take a stroll along the lakeside or wander into the village for refreshments.
Well, Great Stones Coffee House, what we do is we're quite unique because we bake our own cakes here. The most popular cakes are certainly the zucchini and walnut loaf. Always getting good comments on that. We've got a shuffleboard as well. Families come in, they play the shuffleboard on rainy days. We are a gallery also. What we focus on is catering for everybody. There's something for everybody here, whether you've been walking on the fell or you're on a day trip. Just pop in and it's good times for all.
There are guest houses in the village too, such as Moss Crag, which is available for dinner, bed and breakfast, has a licensed bar with Wi-Fi, comfortable rooms, great views, and owner Mark is a blue badged guide. Wrapped around the southern tip of Ullswater is the private 300-acre Patterdale Hall estate, Open all year, its 17 self-catering properties include cottages and popular wooden lodges, perfect for families looking for a base to explore Ullswater and the rest of the Lake District. With its tumbling beck and picturesque footpaths winding their way up the wooded slopes of Keldas to Lanty Tarn, Patterdale Hall Estate is a peaceful place for your visit. The small village of Patterdale is surrounded by fells, and so is the starting point for a number of popular walks, providing the best route to Striding Edge and Helvellyn. There is a village shop and post office, and unmissable across the road is the White Lion Inn. Visitors and locals have enjoyed the hospitality of the White Lion since the early 1800s, notably one William Wordsworth, who was reputed to have been in the bar as news arrived that Nelson had died at Trafalgar. Prominently positioned with its backdrop of fells, the White Lion is a true Patterdale landmark. On the outskirts of Patterdale across Goldrill Beck, you can find Wordsworth Cottage and Wordsworth Barn. Once owned by William Wordsworth, the four-star cottage dates back to 1670 and offers typical cottage elements such as a wood burner, an Aga, oak floors and antique furniture. Mixed with contemporary bathrooms, fine soft furnishings and a beautiful garden. Next door, Wordsworth Barn is a 5-star contemporary barn conversion for 2 people. With modern facilities in a traditional setting, the spacious lounge diner provides home comforts such as a TV and Blu-ray player, plus a patio. Both properties are just a short walk from the village. The north of the region is home to 2 large visitor attractions, the rejuvenate Lowther Castle and Gardens and the Rheged Centre.
Rheged had a bit of a history of people thinking, oh, you know what, it's raining, we'll go down to Rheged, there'll be something to do indoors. We've got loads to do indoors, there's no denying that. It's the largest 3D cinema in the northwest of England. But also, as you can see, we've developed outdoors, we've got our outdoor play area here, we've pedestrianised the whole area in front of the building. You know, on a nice day, it's the perfect place to come, sit down, have a cappuccino, bit of cake, let the kids play around in the outdoor play. Yeah, if it turns a bit cloudy and the rain comes, get yourself in, there's still plenty of stuff to do inside Rheged itself.
Well, what we have here is the start of a major restoration project, and that's split into 3 things. Firstly, we've got the restoration of the castle ruins. Castle ruins at the moment are unsafe and unstable, and over the next 2 years we're going to be making them safe and stable so the visiting public can walk through and see the grand vistas from within the castle, but also get some sense of the grand ruins. The second part of the project is the conversion of a very large stable courtyard, and that's been converted to shops, cafe, restaurant, galleries, exhibition space, and that's well underway now, slightly hidden from view from our visitors. And the third part, and probably the greatest part of it, is the restoration of 130 acres of ancient gardens that sit behind the castle. So all in all, a very substantial, very expensive and very exciting project. What we have here is Jack Croft's summer house that has these rather fetching views of Jack Croft's pond. This is rather fun. You can see the ivy has been planted either side of the front door and has rather overwhelmed this very pretty structure. This is actually quite typical of what we have in the gardens. There are some 24 or 25 summer houses in various states of disrepair, but they give a real sense of how grand the gardens used to be.
As a landscape architect, I've worked on both historical gardens and on contemporary ones. Down in Cornwall, the contrasting ones are the Lost Gardens of Helligan and the Eden project. But what is really remarkable when you get here is that the whole structure of the garden and the bones of it are still evident. You can see it, it's all still there, these incredible man-made terraces and so on. Overall, for this stage of the project, the clearing and opening up is actually another 2 years, so end of 2012 effectively, this phase will be over. But as with any garden, We could go on for another 20 years still doing new things, but no, essentially this first phase will be at the end of 2012.
The gardens at Lowther Castle are now open to the public. The strength of the Ullswater region lies in its diversity. There is literally something for everyone here, from the casual sightseer to the most intrepid outdoor enthusiast. It's hard to imagine then how visitors drive past this most beautiful lake in preference for the busier Central Lakes region. Ullswater still gets high numbers of visitors each year, but what's remarkable is how it's managed to remain unscathed by commercial development. The beauty of Ullswater is it looks different at every turn, and yet still appears the same as it always did. Stunning.